know about life overseas as a black Christian missionary. Talking about relationships, God, fashion, and everything in between. Together, learning about a new culture and how they love. I'll take care of you, you take care of me, then everyone is taken care of. On Young Family, it's Lady A. You're watching MKJTV. You're watching MKJTV. On Young Family, it's Lady A. You're watching MKJTV. You're watching MKJTV. It's Avatar teachers, really nice to meet ya. It's Avatar teachers, really nice to meet ya. How you doing? It's Avatar teachers, really nice to meet ya. It's Avatar teachers, really nice to meet ya. On Young Family, it's Lady A. You're watching MKJTV. You're watching MKJTV.
Annyeong. Hey guys, okay, so this is video number 2. Yes, okay, so this video, I have a few things to chat about in this video. Okay, first, thank you everybody who sent in commentary from Case of the Exes video. Okay, as I said, I was like halfway serious in that video, and I was just thinking out loud, but I thank you because you know what? I think it's important for us to be real with each other. I think it's important for us to be open and honest, and when we got it together, awesome. When we don't have it together, awesome. And even though, you know, y'all are my family from a distance, oh, do you feel that hug? Do you feel that light? You feel that love I'm sending you? Well, so even though you guys are like far away, I don't know what my hair is doing right now. It's looking crazy. It's like it's running away. They're curls, but on camera it looks like that. So anyway, yeah, you guys are really open to what I had to say, and you could have been like, oh, I am unsubscribing because that ain't godly or whatever, but that's really cool. I'm really thankful that you guys took the time and the energy to, you know, write and comment. Some of them were some great reminders that I needed to put it all in perspective, and that was awesome. So thank you. 감사합니다. 고마워요. So, yes. Thank you for that. 2. I already told you guys about the K-pop. So, speaking of being honest in Case of the Exes, so there's a new... I promise I go through guys like draws. Not really, but I mean like interest-wise. Like, it takes that much. Like, I can have a conversation with you. If I'm not feeling it, and in 5 minutes, it cuts off like that. Or I could really be feeling you, that I'm thinking about you all the time. Not stalker status, but you know, just like, oh man, I wonder what he's doing. So anyway, for those of you who follow me on YouTube, you already know the story. I mean on Facebook, because we're on YouTube right now, right? For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you already know the story. So there was this, and I'm going to give an abbreviated version because I really want to get into her answer. Okay, so there's this guy he's Persian. And yes, that is current day Iraq, but people from there like to say Persian, from the Persian Empire, and a certain and they like have the people separated. I'm not really sure how because this is all new to me. But yeah, so anyway, he's from the part of the people that like to say they're Persian. So, whoop, all right, you Persian. You like it, I love it. So, this guy's Persian, and he was hilarious. And y'all know I love to laugh. Like, that is like a necessity. Like, if you're bored, I just can't. I need to laugh. And I can't be the only one cracking jokes. I need to laugh with you. We need to laugh together and crack jokes on other people. That's how that goes, right? So, anyway, there's this guy, and he was really funny. Such a gentleman. Really cute. Very cute. And was just open to me. Like, he just was like, I don't know what it is. You know, he was like, I've met a lot of women. I've dated a lot of women, and they just didn't, like, they didn't meet my standard. And then there was you, so maybe I was waiting for you. And I was like, oh wait, you flipped that on me. I wasn't ready for that. And then dude was like, he was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to our first date. Wait, are you asking me out? And he was like, 100% yes, but, and he had an accent. Yes, I do accents. Me and accents get along well. So he was like a 100% yes. but I'll wait for you till you say yes. And I was like, oh, I'm glad you're patient. So after that, we had like a stream of really good conversations, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then, I was like, wait, I shouldn't get too attached to you, bruh, because you don't have faith, like any faith at all. Like, he was like, no, I love what you do. I think that's cool. I definitely respect that. Right, so you respect that now, but if I continue to let this relationship go forward, eventually you're gonna resent me. So we should turn it down a notch to friends. So we'll see how that goes, ladies. I'll let you know. And you guys know I'm all about have fun, date, live your life, do what you do, but set boundaries. And so I'm definitely gonna set boundaries, but I don't want to be that bitter person either who's like, you don't love God. Wow. Like, I don't want to do that either, because I know some people have really beautiful relationships that at first they weren't together. And I know that it was God that graced them to be on the same accord. And who said any? That's the other thing. He said some things about relationships. But for me, I can just keep it in the friend zone. It is what it is. So I'll update you guys about that. Okay, now that I'm 5 minutes in, let's get into the question. All right, so baby girl, Miss T-Bird wants to know. Okay, so let me give you her stats. First of all, thank you for watching. Chi-Town in the building. Whoop, whoop. What's up, Chicago? She is a faithful viewer. This is her first time writing in. So, thank you for writing in. Much love from South Korea. She's 23. She lives at home. She's been dating her boyfriend for 8 years. So, I guess they're high school sweethearts. He stayed at her mother's house before for a stint of time because he ran into some issues, and so he stayed at mama's house with them. He wants to move out, and he wants you to go with him, and mom's not letting you. Mom's like not feeling it. She guilt trips you because you and her been through a lot, and she makes you stay when you want to go. Okay, so there are definitely two sides to this story, and as I always tell any of you guys who inbox me, I always inbox you back. Like, you might not like what I have to say. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it in love. But if you don't like it, don't feel like I'm out to get you. I'm not. I'm just being honest, right? You don't want somebody. You definitely don't. And this is a side note. Press release. You don't want a friend that's a yes friend that tells you yes and what you want to hear all the time, because that friend is not pushing you to your potential, right? You want a friend that can be honest with you, 100 with you, whether you like to. I'm feeling like Obama right now with my thumb. Whether you like to hear it or not, your friend's gonna shoot you straight. Dong. So I'm gonna be a big sister right now and shoot you straight, okay? All right, I've prefaced that, so get ready for it. First of all, I'm like, he stayed at home with your mama. Wait a minute. That really threw me off. I was like, what mother allows her daughter's boyfriend to move in like that? I as a mother, I wouldn't do that. Saved, not saved, love the Lord. I just, it don't matter. It's not even a God thing. It's a conscious decision for my child's future. I don't think that's a good thing. And then on top of that, I happen to love the Lord, and I would not. What message would I be sending? Like, not only to my child, but to the outside world. Like, what? Checking up, do it, go for it, do what you do. Matter of fact, as long as mama home, it's all good. Cause now, let's be for real, Miss T-Bird. Now you know the night that your mama wasn't home, y'all was getting it in, and I don't blame you. I would be too, and I've gotten it in myself. Oh, Shondo, I was the queen of getting it in. So what I'm saying to you is this: I was shocked. I don't know if that was a good move for moms, because even now, like, you like, all right, well, we've lived together before. What's the issue? Like, just because I'm leaving out. And she's telling you, oh, I want you to stay. You know, I've made financial plans for you to be here so I can be financially free and retired and wop. But already, she's already double standard. Like, it's already like, what you're saying doesn't make sense, Mom, because he was just here last week. Like, he was living with us last week. We gonna do what we was doing on the couch, on our own couch. Let me go. So I think both sides of that was just not okay. And I'm not saying that your mom does this. I don't know you or your mother, right? So I'm just going off of what you wrote me. I think sometimes as moms, and I can see how that could possibly happen, moms want to, especially when they're a single mom, mothers want to solidify that bond, and sometimes that slips into the friend zone. But ultimately, your mother's not your friend. She's not supposed to be your friend. She's supposed to be your guide. She's supposed to be your wisdom. She's supposed to be your connection to the past. She's supposed to be your setup for your future. She's supposed to catapult you. She's supposed to give you everything you need to be a successful you in the future. And I think as a mom, of course I don't have children, I'm just speculating, but I have a mother, I could understand how being a single mom, that slides into the friendship role. And I have friends whose parents, their mothers are their friends, and I'm just like, I couldn't do it, because if my mother was my friend, I would run over her. Like, it wouldn't work. It just would not work. So anyway, I think that the shock for you is that now your mom's trying to be a mom, like a I want to be in control, and this is what I need to have happen, and I'm gonna pull this guilt trip because I was your mother and I did this for you and I did that for you, and then we a team and whatever. But for you, it's kind of like, you're my roommate and I'm ready to move on to my next place, and why are you not letting me out of my lease? You see what I'm saying? And that means you guys are not on the same page. As much as your mother thinks that you guys aren't on the same page. And so therefore you're not speaking the same language. And so there's the clash you see. And I'm working backwards. Sorry, I'm working backwards on the answers that I read you. Also, I think it's cool that you've been there for a while. Obviously, your mother has expressed what she's trying to do financially for herself. However, I feel like, again, in the role of a mother, your job is not to financially support her at all. Like, that's not your job. Your job is to get yourself on your own 2 feet so that you can bless her later in the future. And it's kind of like when I wanted to work and my mother was like, no, I'm the mom. Your job is to go to school and to get straight A's. That's your job. And I will pay you with a place to live. I'll pay you with food, and I'll spoil you when I can, and we'll have a ball being, in this family together, but your job is to go to school. And so my mother never included me in any financial plan or scheme of anything, because that was her job as an adult, to stand on her own 2 feet. And I think, and you guys already know, my father was not there till I was like grown, pretty much. I was like in high school. So the Lord worked that out, but he came after the fact. So it was just me and my mom. So I definitely do understand. So again, I think that mother-daughter thing kind of spilled over to the friend mode. And since my friend is here, I can financially plan for X, Y, and Z because my friend lives here. You know what I mean? So, and just to answer any clarity, I do send money home to my parents, and my desire is to put them on a full-time salary, like not a salary, put them on an allowance, if you will, that I give them either equal to or over what they're making now. I want to do that for my parents because of what they did for me, not because I owe them, not because, well, I do owe them, but I'm saying not because they're like depending on me for it, and not because my job is to make sure they're financially okay. No, I want to do that because they did an awesome job. Even my dad with his late coming self, they did an awesome job raising me, I think, and I want to return that. So, just to clear that up, because I don't want anybody to think, oh, dang, she don't want to hook her parents up. No, I hook them up all the time. I take them out the country. I took them to Mexico. I send them money. I hook my family up because they hooked me up, right? All right, so now let's back up. And there's a whole lot I can say about that mother-daughter dynamic, so I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. Those are the highlights that I wanted to touch on, because I don't want to hurt, like I said, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to come off crass or entitled or anything like that, because it's not the case. I'm just shooting you 100. You send me a message, I'm answering you back. So yeah, I don't think that's healthy. And I think you should be focused while you're at the house. While she focuses on her finances, you need to be focusing on yours as well. And you're 23. Have you gone to school? I don't know or not. Education is awesome. There are definitely other ways to enter into the workforce, but whatever it is you're trying to do, I would behoove you and encourage you strongly to get your money together, get your finances together, so you can move into your own place. Because I don't see that as healthy. I just think that's more burdensome, and the earlier you have burdens from your family, from your parents or whatever, the more it makes you grow up faster, which means you enjoy life at a different pace than everyone else. And life is short, and you should enjoy it at its fullest all the time. So if you can put yourself in a position where you can enjoy life and love on your mother, you should definitely do that. I would encourage you to do that. Figure out a plan. Sit down and figure out what it is you want in the next 5 years. You tell me what your mother wants. You emailed me what your mother foresees happening for her in the next 5 years. Or what about you? What is it that you want? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? And that's what you're gonna have to start putting into motion. Because let me tell you, sweetie, just because you want something doesn't mean it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to put left in front of right. You're gonna have to bleed. You're gonna have to sweat. You're gonna have to deny yourself. You're gonna have to sacrifice to make it happen. Then the things start rolling towards you. Help comes to those who help themselves. So my battery thing is flashing on me. Very quickly, I don't think you should move out with dude either. I think you should move on your own. I just don't. And if he's that serious about you, and you said he took a job, and the long distance thing didn't work, you guys wanted to be together, and so now he's back in Chicago, and he wants you guys to move out, then get married. Like, I wouldn't necessarily suggest you get married and you're not financially on your own 2 feet, but if it's that serious, if it's that pressing, he can't live without you, then let him show you he can't live without you. Put a ring on it. I mean, Beyonce said it best. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it. 8 years? I'm sorry. I cannot be in a... I already told the Lord. When he come, and he know, and I know, it's not about to be a long, drawn-out thing. 8 years? What are you waiting for? Like, really, seriously, what are you waiting for? So... I really think that you should get married. And if you don't get married, then move out on your own. But living with him, I'm telling you from personal experience, I have lived with men in my life, and not just one. I have lived with men in my life. Actually, they've lived with me because I got my apartment and they moved in with me. And then my house and they moved in with me. But I can tell you it ended disastrously. Every time. Like, every time. And it was because we were trying to live like we were married, and we weren't. You don't get the perks of being married because you're not. And God is not obligated to bless what you got going on. Your environment is not... Nothing is obligated to work for you. Because you shacking. Like, you skipped a whole bunch of things in between. And I don't just mean going to just at a piece and write it down on a piece of paper. There's a certain level of mental commitment that goes when you're married. To people who are married, it's a certain level of commitment. And so and that's not just him or you cheating on each other. I mean, commitment to come home, commitment to be emotionally invested, commitment to be consistently aware of what's going on, to intentionally be romantic. You have to really say that you want that, and it has to be for real. I think, this is just me, I don't have all the answers, it's just my personal thing. I would want a man who loves me enough, who's endeared with me enough to chase after me even after he's got me. I posted this on Facebook too. Like, I want his desire to be so intimate that even though he knows all of my ins and outs, I'm still a mystery to him. Like, a mystery that he loves figuring out. Like, I want that kind of man, and I would want him to be like, oh no, that's me right there. Like, you see that ring I put on? That's me. That's all me, kid. Like, I would want that. So I definitely wish you the best, sweet pea. If you decide to move out with him, I can give you some pointers. Don't keep the knives anywhere. They're easily accessible. You probably want to avoid stairs because you don't want to throw anybody down the stairs. No, I'm being funny, but I did those things. But I know you wouldn't do those things. So yeah, if you decide that you want to move out and you want to get out from mom's, then go ahead, roll. Like, your mother will get over it. Ultimately, she will get over it. Move out. And make sure that even if you do decide to go and your mom's like, don't leave, and you leave, that you keep contact. Don't let that wound just be an open wound. Like, keep contact. Like, I still love you. I'm still going to come visit. We're still family. You're still my mom. We're still a team. I just need to be a team player outside of the house, right? So that's if you decide to go. And then, yeah, try not to get pregos, because I don't think a child deserves to be raised in an environment where that type of commitment hasn't been shown to one another. I think marriage is the greatest example of yin and yang, of balance. And so I would encourage you to get on a pill Use condoms. The pull-out method does not always work. Be sure you get tested. Be sure he gets it. I know it's been 8 years, but things happen. It's just reality. Things happen. You don't want to get in a situation. Now you got an STD, and it's unfortunate, but you did it to yourself, right? So you definitely don't want to end up like that. So if you decide to go, take the necessary grown-up precautions. You want to make a grown-up move like moving out, be a grown-up all the way. Take care of all your ins and outs. It's not his job. That's your job to do for yourself. And then make sure your dreams are intact intact as well, that you don't become an additive to his dream, that you are living your dream while he's living his dream, and together you guys are moving forward. Because if at any point in time you become attached and you become dependent on him and what he's doing, you're just an additive, eventually you will resent him, and then that's going to be unfortunate. So you don't want to waste time. So yeah, I wish the best of luck to you. That's my advice. Yeah, and I'll definitely be praying for you and your mom. Yeah, your whole situation. I'll just be praying for your whole situation. But for sure, your mom, that she can, you know, kind of put things into perspective and want the best for you as her daughter. My mother always says, I don't want you to be me. I want you to be better than me. I want you to go further than what I've gone. I want you to do beyond what I've done. That's what I'm equipping you to do. So I hope that your mother kind of gets that perspective, and she does encourage you to go ahead and spread your wings and go out there and live your life and do what you do, so that you can be successful and you can start to live your life, not her life, right? So I hope that what I said made sense. I hope it wasn't too brash or brazen, and if it was, I'm really, really sorry. Sometimes I can just be straightforward and it comes out hurtful, and I really, really don't intend it to be. So yes, I hope that you received that with all the love that I was sending it out in. So word, that's it. That's all I had to say. So I hope you guys are having a great day. For everyone else, if you want to inbox me long or short questions, most people send me pages and pages and pages, and I do read each and every line. It takes me a while because everybody sends me long stuff, but I will write you back, and if you have a question, I gladly will answer it right here on MKJTV. And I definitely will keep you guys updated about the color-coded web series, and let you guys know about that, so you can tune in and support us and support what we're trying to do here for global awareness in South Korea. So, annyeong! Ciao guys, see you guys later, bye!